All right. I think we're there.
That's going to be tomorrow's paycheck,
Okay. All right. Let me see.
the top one.
Oh, that's better. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Let's get this going here. And we should be broadcasting. And I will make sure over here this is set up. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. I think one makes need to go just a smidge. There we go. That's a little better. Test 1 2. All right. Good. Yes. Let me make sure that we are recording and we should be rocking and rolling. And we are. Awesome. Good. Yes. All right. The chat room's up. We got stuff going.
Yep.
Hey, folks. Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast patron pre-show. And here we are.
Yep.
Another week.
Yep.
Yep. Good stuff. Welcome as usual, and thank you to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe out there. It is for the people that are new. Welcome to the pre-show. This is the show before the show. This is the
That's why we call it pre.
That's right, because the podcast is just kind of a hi, how you doing, get together kind of situation where we just kind of talk about stuff. And meanwhile, while we're talking, I'm also getting things ready for the actual show to be done, like make sure all the emails are in place, all the other stuff is in place. So yeah, that's kind of an informal, hey, how you doing? I was excited. I was able to get out and do some geocaching this week.
Yep, and you mowed the grass. I was pretty
happy.
happy.
I mowed the grass.
Yeah.
I am proud of myself.
So we're both happy.
Yes. So it was exciting, not the grass mowing, but it was just good to get out and actually find some geocaches. It was a pretty spring day yesterday, and it was just, it was like 61, 62 degrees out.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I watched him on Periscope.
Yep. And I went up to one that was a cute, we've seen similar birdhouse, but a lot of people that actually watched Periscope yesterday did not see those before. So that's one of the things that you never know for sure. Even though it may be something that's commonplace for us, it may not be for somebody else.
Right.
What's going on. And the cool thing about it was that there was a father on there, and I didn't catch, it might have been the Netherlands, that
Denmark, I thought you said.
Was it Denmark?
I thought.
There was Denmark, and there was the Netherlands, and there was a bunch of other places as well. But the cool thing was the father was trying to explain to his son that we're watching this live, and he, meaning me, is in the United States. And
right.
It's like to show the amazingness of the technology
of the internet
and how you're able to do things like this. Now this will drive me nuts if I don't fix this.
What?
The right here, let's see, can I do it?
The camera?
Yeah, because right now I'm just a little bit to the right, so I have to do this. Let's see if it'll let me. All right, there it is. All right.
Yeah.
And then bring it over this way. One. Hello, come on. Is that as far as it goes?
Yep.
It sure is. So what we do, I'll show you this, folks. This is highly technical.
Yeah.
This is extremely technical.
Like our studio that's a bedroom.
There we go. So there you are. You move the camera.
All the grunting is too.
Yes. It's all part of the fun. So yeah, it was neat. Wow. But we had a great time. We, meaning me. I kept saying we because I'm so used to us geocaching. And it's like, I'm sorry, my right hand is missing. And that's what it was like. And I felt bad, but I kept going.
Yeah. You look like you felt real bad.
It was terrible because the cool thing about it was it's like potato chips. it's like, okay, I'm gonna go get a geocache. Let's go get it. And then you notice, hey, there's like
The let's isn't there.
there's like 6 other ones that somebody just placed recently, like right here.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get the. I have to get those.
You're right.
So off I'm going for that. And one of them was at one of my favorite parks where I found my absolute favorite geocache of all time. And I should check to see if it's even still there anymore, because you know what happens when you turn off the My Finds out of your list, you never see it anymore. And in this particular park, years ago, I did a GeoSnippits where the Science Museum put about a dozen geocaches out for geocachers all around the Raleigh area. And there was one in this particular park. And so when I went there, I was first to find on it. Mm-hmm. So I was extremely excited about that. And inside were all these cool science swag. So I'm like,
about that.
I'm like trading, half my swag bag because what was in there was a prehistoric shark tooth. And it's like, oh, I got to have this.
You should have left some stuff for some other people.
I left a ton of, I totally took the one thing. I was very tempted because they had lots of cool stuff.
Everybody else wanted something too.
Yeah. So I dumped half my swag bag for this prehistoric shark tooth because it's, those were cool. So, yeah. But anyways, I go to the park and there's nothing but this pond that had just opened up. You could tell it's spring. There's the pollywog pollen kind of stuff that's on the top of the pond all over the place, and it's nice and green. And I'm looking over by the path where you go by the
turtles,
and the people are all gathered there looking at, and there's about a dozen large box turtles.
Yeah.
And when I say large, they're probably about yay big, maybe a small dinner plate size in shells. And so everybody's doing that. So I periscoped it and said, hey, look what we're looking for. It was awesome just to be able to get out in the fresh air and just do something. So yeah, it was very cool. We had a good time with that. I kept saying we, because it's like peanut butter and jelly. You can't just say jelly, I mean, it's how it is. So anyways, just lots and lots of fun. It was great. Had a good time and found about, 7 or 8 geocaches in the area, and I actually had a couple of DNFs that went with it. And you can't win them all, but it was fun. I mean, I just had a good time. You weren't there though.
No.
And I even said in the Periscope, why are you watching me when you should be working?
I watched the replay at lunch. Yeah. I was laughing.
All right. So while I'm thinking about this,
so I even wrote on Facebook, I said, I'm watching the replay at work. I mean, at lunch.
At lunch. Oh, funny.
So, yeah.
That was good. But yeah, it was just nice to get out. And it is like potato chips. It's one of those things. I'll just get this one. And it's like, oh, well, there's that one over there. So let's go get that one. There's that one over that way. Let's go that way. And next thing you're 20 miles out and you're just, yeah, that's how it is. It was fun though.
That's good.
Yep. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think other stuff. Periscope was cool. Had a couple people asking about how Periscope works this week and helping them out. So that's kind of cool. So I think we got some more converted. Mm-hmm. To watch. And it's nice if you haven't ever really gotten into Periscope before, you just download the app on your iPhone or your Android, and you go through, and it's like 1 minute, 2 minute, hey, how you doing? Look what I see, kind of thing. And especially for geocaches, man, you have the notifications set up with Periscope set up on the thing so that they go off when one of the people you're following is actually periscoping live. Saturday, man, you just hear that whistle all the time from all the cool geocachers that are out there looking for geocaches. And it's cool because, like, you see mine where you got the nice green where I showed the birdhouse or the pond with the turtles or all that other stuff and all the springtime stuff. And then you get somebody else that might be in the mountains and all the things that you go with there, and then somebody else might go and they're in the desert. So you get to see all the different climates literally around the world for something like this. And then you get to see the snow of Michigan. So that's always interesting. And Amy's at the chat room doing stuff like she normally does. So anyways, it's we feel sorry. What's that? What are you doing?
I'm restarting later.
Okay. So we feel sorry for the folks in the northern states. We heard, I think it was about a week ago, maybe a little less, that I know for Michigan, they had several inches of snow kind of mid-state up, which would be, you know, for my brother, right smack in the middle of where he's at. He's in the upper 2/3 of the lower peninsula in Gaylord. And it's funny. I mean, it's sad. Also, it's funny for us because we've got nice spring and everything's wonderful. Not so funny for the people that want to go out grilling or, you know, not shoveling their driveway.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? We
feel
don't actually have to shovel when
we don't
it is
have a
winter.
shovel. Yes, we don't actually.
We don't have to shovel for dirt.
No, the closest we've got is a bucket of ice melt when the ice storms hit.
Yeah, and that's already in the
and
storage
that's done.
shed.
So that's done and gone. So, matter of fact, I've got to sweep what's left of the ice melt off the stairs.
Yeah,
because they last forever.
We're shocked if we get a frost warning.
Yes, and so it's terrible. But I'm sorry, that's part of the things that we go through when it comes with living in the South.
Yeah.
Now, on the other flip side is in another couple of months when summer turns on, the wind goes away, and you're living in a 90-degree wet blanket for several months. We're going to be the ones going, oh my God, it's so hot out, because some people have a range of about 6 degrees where they are comfortable, and that will go quickly. So that's why we know it's still spring, because the wind's still working out there. After it stops, forget it. The heat switch gets turned on, and away they go.
But you know what? I mean, when you've got 100% humidity and it's 95 degrees outside.
Oh, yeah.
That is no bueno.
No bueno. That is absolutely true.
No. And Amy stays in the house with the AC on.
Well, that's the other thing. If you like air conditioning, it's awesome because the air conditioning usually turns on. Actually, this has been a nice spring.
Yeah, it really has.
Because it's been that way.
I used to live with someone who did not want to turn on the air conditioning.
Right.
We lived on the 3rd floor of an apartment building and had the windows shut.
Ooh. Yeah, that's never good.
Yes.
That is never good.
So when that individual left, I turned on the air conditioning.
Okay.
And when I left, you know, when I got home,
right,
I would turn it off.
Right.
And they would say, see, it's not that hot.
Do we have a piece of paper over there that I could borrow, or can I just...
Because I'm smart and you're not.
Do we have a pen? Actually, I've got one here. While we're talking...
Then you really don't need me.
I always need you, my love. I always need you, whether I say so or not. All right. While we're doing this, I'm just figuring something out here because I forget. You know, it's always the one thing you forget that usually ends up being 6 things. So I've just got to check something out here real quick while we're talking. Now, why can't they do things? All right.
I don't know.
It's like, okay, we've got this. Why does it have to? All right. Sorry. This is one of the things where I'm trying to do something on my tablet, and the tablet is not cooperating.
I apologize.
I do.
You do too?
You always. So yeah, that's how things go. Well, let me just sort by. There we go. Sort by. Okay. What's up?
They were talking about the no air conditioning things. That's insanity. I'd revolt. So I had to comment as to what the situation was. Ah,
yes. I see. But yeah, it's the air conditioning here usually turns on about April, and we're mid-April now, which is I've seen air conditioning go on in March.
Yeah, we haven't really done anything with the air conditioning yet.
No,
it really has been
it's been
nice.
off actually.
Very pleasant.
It's the nice thing they say about North Kakalaki is it's warm days, cool nights.
Yeah, it's very nice. We got the windows open now, and it's really nice. Actually, chilly. Outside.
Yeah, like I said, 6 degrees.
Whatever.
It's swimming weather, honey.
Yes, that's what you said in November when we first met.
I know.
And you were freezing. You took us off.
You kept me warm.
No, that was the fire.
Oh, the fire. No, you kept me warm too. You were nice. As you took my coat.
You gave it to me.
And then I realized how that was going to be a permanent thing with my life, aka any good shirts, coats, gloves, boots.
Boots? I tried not to take them and you insisted.
Well, yeah, it was icy out and I didn't want you to get hurt.
See, he gives me this stuff. I try not to take it.
Yes, but you keep it after that. That's the problem.
Well, then don't give it to me.
And thus the story of our lives.
It is mine at that point.
Yes. What's hers is hers and what's mine is hers. That's how that works.
That is marriage, my friend.
I have learned this through trial and error and anything else that goes with, because
we do need to get some more shirts.
Do we? Yes. Yeah. Now, I have to admit, you know, guys, how we are financially, and let's just face it. These shirts here are over $20 a piece.
Yeah,
but these shirts have been going nonstop for 5 years now.
Yeah, they're really good shirts.
Shy of one shirt that's starting to show the wear and tear.
Yeah, it's got a couple holes in it. It's green in it.
And that's because of the cats. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, don't blame them.
I'm just saying. Yeah, because they go through, and they're wonderful shirts. It's out of a company out of Georgia, and it's literally the tie-dye shop.
Yeah.
.com and they've got high quality, excellent shirts, tons of selection, and everybody constantly compliments about the shirts. There's many times where we're walking along.
Somebody say, "Did you make those?" I'm like, "Really? We look that talented."
Yeah. So a lot of them, they'll sit there and say, you know, just plain, "Hey, nice shirt." Mm-hmm. And
I'm seeing more tie-dye now.
Yes, the South is finally coming around.
Because at my part-time job, there's I see tie-dye more and more and more.
Yeah, it's starting to come back. We're finally going back into style.
And I'll say, "Hey, nice tie-dye," because I wear tie-dye at my part-time job.
Yeah.
And they told me I could wear what I wanted. And I'm like, "Really?"
Oh,
because don't tell me that if you don't mean it, because I will show up in tie-dye.
Right.
And they say, "Really? That's pretty cool."
Yes.
Awesome. Y'all rock.
Yep.
So I wear it every time. And people are like, "Oh, nice tie-dye."
It's interesting the looks we get when we're both wearing tie-dye and we go someplace. There are restaurants that we go to that know us as the tie-dye people.
Yeah, we've actually had people put our names down on a list as the purple shirts.
Oh, yeah, because she likes purple.
Yeah.
And apparently any shirt that I have that...
The green is fine if the purple is not available.
Right. Now, the electric blue...
Which I don't have
you got the
today.
purple.
No, I don't.
I don't even get to see. She just stashes that sucker someplace.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, no, that one's mine." That one's mine.
Yeah, that's done.
I love that one.
So once we actually do get money again someday, when I get
there's a lot of people feel that way.
Yes, when I get my job and I get what I need to do, first thing I'm doing. I obviously am not going to order them all at the same time.
Well, no, of course not. Mine come first.
We will order 2
silly man
at a time. So. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to be that way, too. It's going to be one of those, do you want this one or this one? Or which one do you want? Well, I'll take that one. And I go, "Okay, that's the one you want." Yes. All right. Then I will order this. And then we will get the order. And she said, "Oh, my T-shirts are here." And I'm like, yeah, they're here, honey.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Wow. Yeah, it's awesome. Marriage is great. The sharing is bliss. Just saying. Some way, somehow, somewhere, I've got to be making some serious brownie points.
I don't wear your Earth shirt.
You do on a time, everyone. That's why I got 2, is because you liked it.
No, I didn't. I don't wear it.
Okay. All right.
So you have 2 Earth shirts.
I have 2. Yay, the old one and the new one.
I would wear it on Earth Day, or
what'd you know?
Yeah, on Arbor Day or whatever.
Arbor Day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Earth Day is good. Arbor Day. For Schnook's Day. All right. For Schnook's Day, yes. So, all right, go for it.
Wear it on Tree Day. But
Tree Day. Hug a tree day.
Hug a tree day. But
oh my.
But yeah, that's I don't wear it other than that.
Okay. All right.
So that one's pretty safe.
That is safe.
That and the bright orange one, because I look like the sun.
You do not like that orange one.
No.
You know that
I love the color. I actually did wear it to work one day.
Did you know?
Yeah. And somebody came up and said, "Oh, that's gorgeous color."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I know." And then I didn't say I know. I said thank you. But and then I thought, yeah, I look like the sun in it.
Well, with the bright lights, it is. And if you notice, our lights seem slightly subdued, and we actually don't feel like we're glaring at you. There's a reason. I've been doing lighting
Nobody
wrong.
notices it but you.
I do, because it's me.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. But thank you.
The Ozarks.
Yeah, so we go through, and I did some lighting stuff because I was looking into gels, because we have actually on a large professional light pole. Yes,
they cost money to do your nails.
They cost for lighting too.
Oh,
and basically,
not as much.
The idea is, if you want to give atmosphere to your set, because we use a standard 2-3 light setup. If
2 right now,
right, and that's why it's more subdued and well balanced, because what was happening is I was using all 3 lights like right on top of us, and technically you're supposed to have one at 45 degrees that way, 45 degrees that way, and one behind us to give more of a soothing diffused look. Well, we had 3 car spotlights right in front of us all this time, and that's what was causing issues with the lights being too bright. And then top that off, Google Plus for the Hangouts was trying to adjust it so that it wasn't too diffused, and even converting it even more. So I actually turned off one of the main middle light, and then have the 2 lights separated. I got an extension pole for my setup, and I've had it, but I'm just saying. So they're more to the 45 degree point of it, and the only thing that we would really need to do is to put one back here, but we're not going to for this where we're at right now.
No.
So that's how that works. Like I said, you get a little bit of background stuff when we do stuff on the show, because
where the bedroom is.
Yes.
Oh,
really? I wonder why there. For some reason, there must have
been why.
Because there was only a few people that were
so
on
quiet.
It. Yeah, last night for the geocaching podcast, I'm like, we've got like a zillionth with a TH of people that were supposed to be in there, and
they were not there.
They were not there, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So what ended up happening?
Said, was there a game or something last night?
Yeah, no doubt, it really was. It was like hokey smokes Bullwinkle. So yeah, we went through, and there must have been an issue. And when I actually went, we use Chatango as our chat room, which is not the best in the world, but the price is right.
Free.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so we use that.
Yeah,
because I would love to use the old days with Geocaching Podcast. We used TalkShoe, and TalkShoe back here, boys and girls, before video. TalkShoe was like a radio show. So what would happen is you could use your phone or your computer, and hook into the link for the show, and you would be able to get in. And then if you were using your phone, you could click on a little telephone, and if we wanted to, we would allow you into the conversation and go that way.
Mm-hmm.
So but the cool thing about it was the chat room was huge. It was a whole page.
Oh, that's
very
nice.
easy to read,
Yeah,
very
that's
nice to scroll. And we just haven't been able to find anything economical that's even compares to that.
Yeah.
So that's why we do what we do with this. And so we
really don't have that many problems with it.
No, I don't think.
Every once in a while we do, but
only you.
No, it's not just me.
When you yell.
No, it's not just me. It's other people too.
Graphic words like "yay" with exclamation points.
I know.
Yeah. So other than that,
really, or awe.
Yeah,
with exclamation points. They don't like that either.
Yeah, I think Chatango is actually changing, because I was just on the website to get our site going, because every once in a while the code that we use for
and
this,
the week before.
What's that?
They couldn't get on
for the Geocaching Podcast.
Uh-huh.
I will change Chatango for that as well, because that must be an issue.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while companies will go through and they will update their software, but they don't
podcast.
But they don't tell you this. So you're thinking you're going through right as rain and nothing.
You're not.
Yeah. So I will update Chatango just like I did tonight for this one.
Yeah, I wondered why it was green.
I figured spring.
Oh, you changed the color.
I changed the color so that
you really,
it was
or
more.
no?
Yeah, if you notice the holidays, I try to change it more holiday colored theme. Nobody catches on to the subtleties that I do.
Decorative.
I tell you, my feng shui is awesome.
I don't really think that's feng shui.
Oh, well, whatever. Okay. So anyways, I think we are about ready to get going. We got some cute stuff. We got some good stuff. And I think it's going to be kind of entertaining for people to see what we have tonight.
Yes, I think so too.
And there's even a backstory for that. Mm-hmm. So let me get the back overlay set up here, and wife Amy will move her mic around. You can hear that. And see, it just happens that way. Deep in the dungeon. All right. Let's turn this on before the people go, we're watching them because?
Yeah, really.
All right.
I have to hold my microphone down so I can see.
You can tighten the spring on that,
Can I?
So it doesn't. Why do you have to hold it down? Oh, okay. So move it down. See, this is technical stuff what we should have done. See the little nut
up
right
here?
there? Yeah, tighten that.
Oh, look at that.
Modern technology,
genius.
Folks.
He is a genius.
Oh, we love it when you guys are so patient. All right, folks, sit back, relax.
Doing this for weeks.
Favorite snack, your favorite libation, the geocaching greatness of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast is going to be coming at you, and I am already off. Let's do this thing.
That didn't take much.
Well, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. I'm your host, Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and I am here with the wonderful, the delightful, yes, she can get confused very easily with the simplest things, wife Amy. So for the people that are going, what are they doing when they put the inlay on? So that we've got her mic right here. Off to the side. And what was happening is when she lets go, because it's spring, you can hear the spring literally.
Yeah. So now that I know how to do this, I was having to hold it down so it didn't go
up into her face like that. Right.
So he taught me how to hold it down.
There's a screw that you just turn and it stays.
And it doesn't.
Yeah. Wonders behold wonders. Welcome to whenever that was.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast.
I know a lot of things about other stuff.
You do. You are wise in many things.
Yes. This just doesn't happen to be one of them.
She has street smarts.
Yes, I actually do.
Okay, so she does.
I really do.
Yes.
And yeah.
And I'm going to leave it right there because I don't like sleeping on the couch. All right. Good stuff. Let's see. The arm Tourette's already started. Let's see. Recorded live on the GeoSnippets studios here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is April 14th, 2016. And yeah, this is going to be cool. We got a lot of good stuff for you. And I think we should just jump right into the stuff that we were going. We were talking about this a little bit in the pre-show. Yesterday, I had a great time. It was one of those things. I had a day off. And I actually went.
Yes, he did.
I did. So I went out and decided, you know, we talk about geocaching all the time. I think it would behoove us.
Yeah, somebody called you out on that.
Yes, actually, Scott Burtz did. Thank you, Scott. He did that on the OB podcast, and he said, you know, there's so many geocaching hosts, and I'm like, oh God, he's talking about me. That you can go through and
you are vulnerable.
No, that's just a security scan. Or the Scott Burks alert. One of the two went off. And McAfee, we love you. And so anyways, he said there's hosts out there that do geocaching podcasts and they don't actually go out and get geocaches. This is coming from a guy that's on like 17,000 finds.
Yeah.
That has had streaks that have gone on for years.
And he went, ow.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Yes, financially we are burdened into, we can't go on vast adventures, but
caching's free.
Once in a while. Well, no, gas is not free.
Gas is not free. But
so
really,
it's time to get my butt out and start doing this again.
If you're out anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. And we meaning me, because wife Amy was working during the day and the night and some of the morning. And anyways, so she was working and I'm like, I got to get out. I got to do this because I don't want to get heckled by Scott anymore. It's not fun. And so out I went. And
he didn't actually call your name.
No, he didn't. But it's like the pastor, you know. And the masses would do this. And I'm like, oh, crap, he's talking about me. Great. Thanks. And the funny part is when you go to the pastor and say, did you have to tell the whole sermon about me? And then he returns with, I tried to tone it down a bit for you, but that's, you know, I had to work with this. Great.
He's actually had that happen to him.
And I'm like, thanks.
He said, I try not to look at you too much. Like, dang.
Yeah. So anyway.
You got called out by the preacher.
In front of the whole congregation. Great.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's got to hurt, doesn't it? Yes.
Ooh.
So anyways, we're out there and I'm out there and I'm first one. I go for this little section that's actually relatively close to the house. And there were like 6 new ones that just materialized. I never realized they were there. And so I go out there and I start finding them and I do a Periscope session. And by the way, if you're interested, I actually have, if you want to hook into following me for Periscope, all you have to do is go to www.periscope.tv/HeadHardHat and you'll see my most recent Periscopes, because they only last for a day or two before they disappear, but they're saved on a website called Catch. So if you go to Catch with a K, KATCH.me/HeadHardHat. So catch.me/HeadHardHat. You can see all the ones that I've saved. I think about a dozen since I found out that this actually exists. So you can see all the Periscopes as we go, and it actually saves them, which is really, really cool.
Yep.
So anyways, I'm Periscoping them. Beautiful day out. Found a birdhouse cache, which was really cool. A lot of people really enjoyed that. Then I went to a park and had a great time walking around that. Now, the interesting thing about the park, and I didn't talk about this in the pre-show, the original coordinates, thank you, new geocaching app, did not show the adjusted coordinates. It showed the original coordinates. So what happens is I'm walking through the park and I see a baseball field.
Oh, Lord.
And the directions or the projections of it says it's in the middle of the baseball field.
Now, was this in the new app?
This is in the new app. And I'm like, that can't be right. One, in this particular park locks their field, so you can't get on unless a game's actually going on. So there's no way to actually get to where ground zero says it's supposed to be. I start looking through, and this is a hint for you guys to keep in mind. If you ever run into a situation like that, go down probably almost all the way to the bottom, the first set of logs that were put in for it, and you'll see adjusted coordinates. And you'll see what the actual coordinates of what the geocache was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only off a smidge. It was off a quarter of a mile.
Oh, just a smidge.
650 feet. And I'm like, oh,
635, I think.
Or 635 feet.
Random stuff I remember.
And I'm like, well, that explains a lot. And the other part, thank you for the wonderfulness of the app. You can't on your smartphone, at least not on the Android, you can't in the app. It says, okay, here's the adjusted coordinates. So what do you normally do? You put your finger on that text and copy the, you can spread it out to whatever you want, copy it and go. Guess what it doesn't do in the app? You can't copy it. It'll press on it and it'll pick like a couple of characters.
And that's it.
And there's no markers to move it. There's no nothing. You can't copy. And it's right there. And it's like, thanks. So I had to physically go back and forth until I got the coordinates with the way that they're supposed to be. And at 635 feet, there's quite a few numbers that were different. Finally got it and then headed towards where the geocache was supposed to be. Long story short, too late. I actually got to a part of the Periscope that I thought was awesome because there was a whole bunch of people by the side of the pond. And I'm like, okay, cool, what's up? And there's all these large box turtles that are just sunning themselves, having a good time. And everybody thought it was so cool. Mm-hmm. And since it was spring here and the frozen north up north might appreciate seeing something spring so that they can keep their hearts warm going until they actually do thaw out up there in Michigan and some of the other states. I periscoped that and showed the turtles. So anyways, long time, good fun, and got quite a few geocaches to do that. And again, you can see that at catch.me/HeadHardHat and see what the periscopes were. All right, wife Amy, and she you can grab the paper there too if you want.
We got some
she's got a news flash.
A great way for you to win a prize.
Yes.
The Apple iPad, I would keep wanting to call it an iPod. The iPad Air.
Yes. Now, these flyers were given out at Moga, and we were asked by the fine folks at basically this is for GeoCoin Fest 2016. They're trying to get some monies together to make what they've got even more special by using money to do that.
Yep.
And so they're trying to do it, and they set off a raffle.
You can get one ticket for $5 or 5 tickets for $20.
Right.
If you go to the website that is on the bottom of this
we'll
flyer.
have and we'll have it in the show notes. You want me to put it closer because your alligator arms isn't
no, I have T-Rex arms.
Or T-Rex arms. So we're going to put this up for the people watching, and I'll say this out for the people listening to the podcast. It is GCF for GeoCoin Fest, GCF2016.com/raffle. Again, it's GCF as in Frank 2016.com/raffle. And you've got till March 1st. And we've talked to at Moga some of the folks there for Coin Fest. This is going to be done at their museum.
Oh,
in St. Louis, Missouri.
Really nice.
And they said this isn't your daddy's museum. Yeah. You are going to have one heck of a cool time at Coin Fest. So that, again, the raffle is going to be on May 1st. One ticket is $5. 5 tickets is $20. And you have a chance of winning this Apple iPad Air.
It is at the City Museum
Awesome.
on October 15th, 2016.
Yep. So it
And
seems.
this is the vendor stuff. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you that.
Why don't you read the mega event code there on the top?
GC631BQ, as in barbecue.
Yep. GC631 BQ.
Yep.
And check this out. CoinFest is awesome, especially if you like shinies. I don't know what they're talking about, but for the people that do like shinies, this is the thing to go to. And they asked us to pass on this information, so we did. And you've got a couple weeks yet to do it, but I would get your raffle tickets sooner than later.
Yeah, and we've already gotten some positive feedback about the museum. Said it's awesome and the most fun museum we have ever visited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I would like to see if we can actually make it there in October.
I'd like to go, but whatever.
If we can, great.
We'll see.
You know what situation we're in. So we'll see what happens and have some fun there as well.
See where we're at.
The last time I was in CoinFest was 2011.
Yeah.
And that was in South Carolina.
Oh, is it this year? 2016?
Yeah. That's the one, honey. They do it every year.
Oh.
What?
We'll see where we're at in October.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So lots of fun, but they do need some monies, and this would be a great way to help contribute to that and get a chance at winning that iPad Air.
See?
It's easy to do.
Yes.
So how can you watch the show live or generally get in touch with
in
Wife
St.
Amy?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes, it is.
Yes, they were asking.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Not that you would ever interrupt. So how can you watch the show
They're
live?
more important.
Generally get in touch with us.
I hate to tell you that.
Watch the live feed and join us in the chat room by going to www.geosnippits.com on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We also have all our social media links, including for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Very important that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go to literally just in the search, put HeadHardHat channel. It'll take you right to it. And basically what happens is every time we do a podcast, every time we do a vlog, anything that does with YouTube, it automatically goes into your subscribe button and you can have access to us without having to hunt and peck and try to find us. A lot easier that way. And also, let's see, we've got... finally, we have our voicemail line where you can call in your questions, your comments, your suggestions by calling 919-341-9519, or you don't even have to worry about phone charges. All you have to do is go to geosnippits.com or geosnippitsreboot.com, and on the right-hand side of the screen is our Send Voicemail tab, which has SpeakPipe, and where there you get up to 3 minutes to go through and record anything that you would like. Let us know anything, your milestones, stuff that you plan on doing for geocachings, comments for new shows. Please send us those comments for new shows. And also stuff that we've talked about in the past. We've had a lot of people send in their responses for that as well. It is awesome. And the cool thing is it's free, doesn't cost you anything. And today, Wife Amy, we do not have, we have Happy Amy Thursday.
This is special for me.
Yes.
Because I like these updates. I absolutely love these updates.
Me too.
From her.
Me too.
I think they were a little afraid they didn't get it in time, but they did.
Yes.
So
they squeaked it in.
They squeaked it in. So Burgundy, we are going to, I hope you're listening. I think you probably are. But we are going to play your special announcement for everybody.
Yes. All right, let me get over to here, and we will see what we've got. And here we go.
Hi, Amy and Andy. This is Breaking Around Shelmont, and I'm officially a yellow belt. Yay! And at the tournament, I won 2 medals. And I broke 2 boards and 1 punch. Cracked the first one and broke the back one. Glad I had fun at Moga. Thanks for supporting me. Bye.
Oh, we love you, Burgundy. That is awesome. Yeah, she is such a sweetheart. And we actually see her on Facebook because I think her dad might have taken a picture or 17,000. It's in the chat room as well. And some video of Burgundy as she's going through the stages here of getting her belt. And she just got into yellow. And we saw her when she cracked the boards. That was awesome. And we told her anytime she wants to call in and give us a Burgundy update that we would put it on the show. So they just sent it in just before we started the show. And we are just so tickled pink to be able to put her on. She is such a sweetheart. And I would not want to make her mad. I'm just saying, once you learn the disciplines of all that, if she can break boards with her hands and feet and move on.
I think we're on her good side.
I hope we stay on her good side. Just saying. I was saying,
so congratulations, honey.
That's right. Absolutely.
We're very proud of you.
Yes, very proud. All right. And we also have somebody else coming in and sending us some information.
Yes. Says, oh my goodness, what a great idea to make your patch into a keychain.
Yes.
I just used my hole punch in the corner under the glow on the dark top. Didn't want to punch through that glow in the dark, so made sure to do it just on the black rubber part of the patch. So handy, and now I have a great conversation piece to have with me all the time. Love the idea. Keep up the great work with your show. I don't always get a chance to watch live, so I watch it on YouTube because I want to watch Amy's expressions or dirty looks you get sometimes from her.
Yeah, sometimes.
There's times she is laughing at the chat room, and then I really want to know what's so funny.
Me too.
Thanks again, Jane Jewel, Loon Trackers.
Yes, thank you so much, Jane.
Oh, that's so awesome. Funny.
So yes, she is talking about and what a great segue, because this goes right into this. You need this. We need this. Why? Okay. Right now I'm going to probably take down the GoFundMe part in a little bit for the patches. We have in the bank right now a little over $1,600 in actual dollars. We filled in with some of the monies that we got from Moga to pay for the fees that came for GoFundMe. So we're actually the amount of money that you actually see at the GoFundMe right now is actually a little less than what we actually have in there, thanks to people that use PayPal and such. Beverly at GX Proxy actually went through and said, hey, here's an idea. So she took this and did an experiment. She had some key ring circles, and she literally with a knife cut
every
a
good
hole.
Texas woman has a knife.
And she's a Pennsylvania woman too. I guess they got them
now,
too.
Yeah.
Anyway, she put a hole in the corner on 6 of the patches and put on a small ring, and then some of them had carabiners.
Yeah.
With them, and she
they
said,
were gone,
and they were the first ones to disappear. So I'm just saying. So what we are going to do, and we're following Beverly's suggestion here, we are going to put these out as keychains and as patches at a regular price. And then we're going to put them on eBay. So if you want to get them, there's 2 ways. The best way to do it so we don't get hit with the fees is PayPal, because they really don't hit as hard.
Yeah.
You could still get the patches and we'll come up with a price for the one with the keychain and the price for this, and we'll go that way. And we'll probably tell you next week's show. I just didn't have enough time to work on these. But if you still want to go through GoFundMe, now's the time to do it, or PayPal. And we're asking for a minimum donation of $8, more if you can. We literally need just a few $100s more, and we can get that computer that we so desperately need. So please consider this. People have been sending in pictures. They've been putting them on hats. They've been putting them on
their backpacks,
all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
And we are so proud that they're doing that. And it's a great way for you fine folks to help us out and get this really cool, one of a kind, glow in the dark, trackable patch. So good stuff. And thank you to everybody that's been helping us out with this. If we can just get over that next few $100s, we're over the hump. We can go get this.
Yep.
So please consider it, and send in your donations. We greatly appreciate it. And if you really do want to see what it looks like, we still have on geosnippets.com. Jamie Pullman did an unboxing. Several people have done it, but this is the one that we've kept up. You can see in the show notes for the link to this, she actually did an unenveloping showing what it's like and what you get when you get these. So excellent stuff. All right, let's move on. We've got the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast Geocaching Poll of the Week. And this one was actually pretty cut and dry. We do this each week. And we usually, for the folks that have Google Plus, this is why you want to have us in your circles for Google Plus, because that way you can go through each week as we send this out, and you can put in your 2 cents worth of what you think about the subjects that we pick. And this week, I'm going to bring this up live for wife Amy here, and she can talk about what we have.
All right. The question was, do you trade swag items when geocaching?
Pretty straightforward.
That's pretty good. At 0%, what is geocaching swag? Thank you.
I always put that out to see what people actually know what we're talking about.
I was very afeared that somebody would come.
You were afeared?
I was afeared.
Okay.
All right. At 36%, they said no.
Okay.
All right. You clearly haven't found good swag yet. 64% said yes.
Yes.
Good.
And I think that's actually closer to the mark. There are many people, especially people that have been in geocaching for a long time. It's like, I don't do swag. You know what? I have found just about everybody has that one item that they have found in a geocache that it's like, if that happens to show up,
yeah,
I'm trading for it.
Please, I'll hit a kid's cache and go, I might want that.
Yes.
And I've actually named them.
Yes, Cache.
Cache was my first one. Yes. And I still have him.
Yep, absolutely.
I think he was a McDonald's toy.
Something. For me, it's wooden nickels. I love finding wooden nickels from other people in other states and what have you. And they're rare now. You don't really find them as much as you used to.
Yeah.
But love wooden nickels. So everybody's got that one thing that, well, all right, if I see it, I'm going to trade.
I don't know where Spike went.
Spike?
Yeah.
Which one was Spike?
He was a little spiky dinosaur.
Oh, yeah. You know, swag comes
rubber.
and goes.
Yeah, I don't know. Spike maybe
we trade.
in the trash.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah.
Trade. No, he's in the garbage.
Yep. And also, we won't go over too much tonight, but a lot of times when we do these polls, people put in their comments and add their 2 cents worth. We've got so much to talk about tonight. I don't think we're going to have a chance to go through it. But by all means, check it out. And we will have it in the show notes, and you can get your 2 cents worth in, because I'm going to come up with a way of having all the polls that we've done. And we do one a week. And we've been doing this for quite a while, where everybody can have access to the polls at any time. And you're still going to have to be part of Google Plus, but at least you'll have a way of going through all of them. And if something catches your eye and you want to put your 2 cents worth, you can. All right. Excellent, excellent stuff. Let's move on. I am so glad I can do this. Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by gxproxy.com and gxproxy.eu for the folks in Europe, for cachers serious about leaving their mark. We finally got GXProxy for a sponsor. Yeah! We are so excited, and Beverly is such a sweetheart. Beverly has been with me since geocaching world, and has given so much stuff, so much swag, never would go over that little mark of saying, okay, make me an official sponsor. And we finally at Moga, I think if we cornered her and hand-tied Chris up, it was pretty set up to finally get her to say yes. So we are so excited to have.
I think it was Wendy's.
It was at Wendy's. Had a great conversation with him after we had tied him. So yes, gxproxy.com and gxproxy.eu for our friends in Europe are our new sponsors. So yeah. All right. Miss Amy.
He's a little excited.
Just a smidge.
On coinsandpins.com.
We love them too.
Hey, Aaron.
Just saying.
The best place to get custom coins, geocoins, lapel pins, and patches made. Go through our GeoSnippits links and use the promo code HeadHardHat for a 10% discount. And FYI for our listeners, you can sign up for their newsletter to get notified when new coins and patches are available for sale. And I like the one he is holding in his hand.
This one. If you want patches made, look at this puppy. And if you notice, if you've seen Joshua, the geocaching vlogger out there, he has a patch for his patrons. Guess where they came from? Coinsandpins.com.
Yep,
Why? Because they are some quality patches. We're just saying, go check them out.
Yep.
All right. Excellent stuff. I'll even let you wrap that up.
We're also very thankful to all of our sponsors.
Yes.
And if you want to see more of their products, be sure to go to our websites and simply click on their logos. Not only do you get great deals, but it helps our program as well.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things that's coming up, when we're not going to say quite yet because I want to work out the
He doesn't know all the details
I
yet.
haven't figured it out yet. Yeah. Anyways, we got a GeoCoin contest coming in that we will be starting probably within the next couple of weeks, and it's going to be another ooh, how do I get it? I'm just saying. So that'll be coming up. Let's move on. Yeehaw! Yep. 100 oldest active geocaches. GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, episode 154. All right, I'm going to actually do this with a couple of screens. So let's see if whichever works this way, Miss Wife Amy, on this. So I'm going to bring up screen share here, and it should.
See, now they're talking about White Castles, and I'm getting hungry.
We just hit Snoopy's before we went. That's why we got a little bit of carbs because we hit chili dogs and away we were going. And now everybody's going to go, chili dogs. All right. So here we go. 3 bullet points. And the rest of this is all talking.
That's it.
Yeah, but there's so much stuff that's in here that you're going to love to do. Now, I have to admit, and I'm going to get this up here for you fine folks. When it comes to lists for oldest active geocaches, there are a zillion of them out there, and we realize that. The kicker is some of these lists go back to 2010. Some of them are not updated on a regular basis. So you really have to be careful to all the different things that you can go through when looking for the oldest active geocaches. Now, some of the stuff in here, like I said, very, very cool. The thing that I like about it is we can actually bring up information about these. What's that? The oldest one, and if you checked out Scott Burke's Periscope or his Catch Me account, you can see not too long ago, he was in the Kansas area and found Mingo, who was put out by the Kansas Stasher. Let me see if I can actually bring this up, and we'll go from there. So here's Mingo. And yay, we're logged in. So it'll have information in here.
No, you're not logged in.
Oh, well, I can log in. Let me do this. So don't look, folks. I'm just saying. Yay, Mingo. So anyways, we go through, and Mingo is the oldest still remaining. It only has 1,595 favorite points. So I'm thinking that's giving a little bit of what's going on with it. It has changed over the years. It has gone through. Oh, I love the T-shirt. Thank you, geocaching.com. But anyways, a 6.6 round container buried in the ground, which people go, well, wait a minute. You can't bury a geocache. Mingo is one of the first geocaches put out 5/11/2000. It was before a lot of the actual rules and regulations that we go by was in place. So it's grandfathered. Yes, it's buried in the ground. If you have a problem with it, don't travel to Kansas to find it.
Right.
Because it's still one of the oldest geocaches that are there. No hints, but Scott Burks actually went just for the people to live vicariously with him, to go through and show what Mingo looks like, because not everybody is going to be in Kansas.
Right.
Except for the people that will be going to Moga next year, which happens to be in Manhattan, Kansas.
Yes.
And people are going to be going for Mingo for that.
Yes.
So that's that one. I'm going to keep this like this and see what how it goes through. Do. All right, maybe I do have to back out. Okay, so that's that one. Now look, the next day that that goes through May 12th.
Apparently, there's not much around bingo except bingo.
It's in a field, folks. I'm sure they've got plenty of stuff for competition, and I can't wait to find out about it. And we'll go, but yeah, it's out there. Now look at this, and I remember them talking about the origins of the first ordering system of people when they came out with geocaches. If you notice, Mingo is GC30.
Yeah.
The next day that was published here in this particular case was Geocache, just called Geocache, in Oregon on 5/12.
GC12.
And it's GC12.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at that. We're not going to go through all hundreds, so don't panic when it comes to that. But I just want to hit some of the highlights.
And keep in mind, these are not the oldest geocaches in the world. They're the oldest active
geocaches. Very good point.
So
now this one's got 693 favorite points on there, still going. And the reason why you want to double check, now you look right here. What's one of the attributes? It's up for maintenance. These get archived. They move on. Other ones take their place. That's why you really want to go and find older ones when you can, because they are eventually going to go bye-bye. And once they're gone, they're gone. So, awesome stuff. Again, no hints. Near Brightwood, Oregon, white and blue bucket. There you go. So, yeah. Interesting.
Pretty descriptive right there.
That's what you got. And it's had 1,732 logged visits. And they found this one as soon as a week ago. So they're out there. Some of them are not as easy to find as others. Check out the terrain and difficulty. Always verify the age. And again, there are multiple lists out there that will give you information that you want. Now, if the people have in the chat room, if they've got a particular state or something, we can check this out. But I'm just kind of showing here.
There's a couple in Michigan.
Yes, there's a bunch. Matter of fact, this one here, I think, is the one that I'm thinking about. Where is it at? The oldest one
Power Island?
I think it's Power Island. Now, this one gets found you're not going to see a lot of favorite points. And if this is the one that I'm thinking about, because I wanted to get it, it's GC36. And it's Geocache 612, I think this is the one that I'm thinking of.
Well, click on it, find out.
Here, Power Island. Let's see if this is the oldest in Michigan. It's got a difficulty of 3.5, 1. It's on an island, and it can only be reached by boat. And this is not something, 240 favorite points for the people that actually have to travel from boat, from the I think that's Green Island, that goes over to this other little one. It's there. You've got it's one of those ones where you've got to take a ferry to get to the main island, and the ferry only comes the first thing in the morning and leaves at night. Yeah. So it's an adventure that goes through these. And I think that's one of the oldest ones that's in Michigan is that one. I'd love to do it, but when are you going to get a chance to do stuff like that? You really got to plan them out.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. Let's see other good ones here. And we've got people in the chat room that have, they do have ones from other countries. So let's see. The first one,
New Zealand.
New Zealand's got number 5. Oh, South Wales, number 4, from Australia. And it's called Lane Cove by Paul Edwards. Let's see when this went out. It's a 1-1, 100. It's a webcam or a virtual. It's a virtual, and it's got
that does not look like a
no.
webcam.
That's a virtual, and still going, and 156 favorite points, and away you go. How many finds have they have? 719.
Yeah. Lost a day of my life.
Due to the international timeline.
Flight.
Driving on the wrong side of the road with a little sleep. Now I'm finally here. Glad to finally make it and find the oldest virtual in Australia's oldest cache. These are I don't know if there's actual, and maybe somebody in the chat room can tell us if they actually have challenges out there for finding the most oldest
that's a
caches.
good question.
So I would be curious to see if they actually have that.
Yeah.
So anyways, you can go through this list. And
Okay, let's look at 18 and 19.
18 and 19. So we still
Let's
got New
see.
Zealand.
Gorilla Stash.
Oh, Gorilla Stash. Okay, Arkansas.
Yeah.
All right.
Burgundy's dad found that one.
Oh, excellent. So this one has 305 favorite points.
Yeah.
And out of, what is that, Mountain Home?
Uh-huh.
Arkansas. Salute. And so you can go through there and find that. And let's see how many they have in here. 1,362 log visits.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. Fun, easy find. That's stuff that you love for caches like that to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's always cool to go through and really get into that safari adventure like the one in Michigan where you got to go by boat and then walk this goat path to get to this thing. To get
and
there.
hope you get the
and
ferry
hope you
back.
get there, yes. And so
there's also the Golden Dozen Challenge.
okay.
Find the oldest cache in 12 states.
All right.
You can find there's find the oldest 10.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
So,
See, that's why I love our
yeah.
chat room. They got us covered. So yeah, excellent fun. Lots of stuff. We're not going to go through the whole list. Matter of fact, I got some other stuff that I want to show that's even, I think, a cooler way of finding some of the older caches.
Oh, there's one in Georgia.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Colorado.
Texas, Tombstone.
There you go.
Oh, I would totally do that.
Yeah, GC 62. So that was like the 33rd oldest. All right, so let's go from here. You've got a whole list. We'll put this in the show notes so that you can go for yourself and spend all the time daydreaming going over this because it's so easy to do.
This is what I did when I saw this list. I
Yeah.
looked through it going, oh my God.
By the way, wife Amy came up with this show, folks. So I'm just saying she is starting.
No, I didn't.
I
didn't.
No?
Somebody showed me this list and I'm like, okay, we can't keep this list.
All right.
We got to show the list.
We got to show the list.
So it was not me. It was somebody else.
This actually, the next thing is even, I think, cooler because it's got a map. This is from Fire and Ice. I love Fire and Ice. Great person. Active geocaches from 2000. And I'm going to bring this up for you. And the reason why I think this is so cool is this is from their blog, Life as a Geocacher, Caching and Reviewing. And this is the map that you have, and it's interactive.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can literally zoom in and zoom out. So let's say now these are caches only placed and they're active caches. So again, keep it as a grain of salt as to if they're still active or not. So anyways, you can go through. So let's say North Carolina here, and it's GC7. This is on my hit list. Octopus Garden. This is Octopus Garden.
Where is it?
It is a puzzle cache. I have already figured it out, and it is by Charlotte.
Oh,
and we have got to get this. This is the oldest one in
North Carolina. Yeah.
And one of the oldest GC70 in the world.
Yeah.
So we have got to hit Octopus's Garden. It is on my list. So yeah, you can go through and just see all the different states. If you zoom out, check this out. If you go over, because you can see some that are out of the United States that were also placed in 2000. Check out this one. Want to take a wild shot? What you think this one is? Okay. How are you geography-wise? Do you know where this would be? Let me see if I can bring it in for you.
New Zealand?
Close.
Nova Scotia.
It's Nova Scotia, which is actually part of Canada.
Okay.
All right. So if you check this out,
geographically challenged.
This is WAS GC41 geocache. This is Canada's first geocache.
Oh, that's cool.
Placed back in June 28th, 2000. So if you click on them, you can get the information for each one, just like the other one. I just like the maps that you can go through and like say, here is the ones that are in Michigan. So well, actually these were placed. Yeah. So this would be some of the ones that are in Michigan. That's the one up on the island. Here's other ones. The one that I wanted to get is not even on here. is the one by Cincinnati. There are two that I found. One of the list at one time had a oldest geocache up here by Cleveland. And the last time I talked about this, other people around me when we were talking were shaking their heads, going, no, that's not it. Because I used to drive from Michigan through West Virginia, through Ohio, and get on the Ohio
You didn't drive from
Turnpike.
Michigan down there.
No, but from North Carolina to Virginia, to West Virginia, to Ohio, and get on the Ohio Turnpike. And I'm like, dang, that's one of the oldest ones that's still active.
Yeah.
And I passed it a zillion times and never knew it was there.
Kick over to Ann Arbor.
Right. The other one that actually does exist is over here by Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So that's one of the oldest ones in Ohio. And I didn't realize it was that close when we were there. I'm just saying. So anyways, you can spend, again, tons of times going, well, what's
Are there any in New Zealand? Go look.
We'll go look. Oh, in 2000?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Yes. Look at this. This is in 2000. There's Australia. There's New Zealand. There's two.
Look at our little new.
Only a million miles apart. Three of them. All right. So we've got GC48 in Auckland stash. And
that sounded a little German, but okay.
I'm sorry. They've got Geocache GC46. That's there, and also they've got Unity Park.
Cool.
Which is awesome.
When we move there, we can go get them.
To New Zealand. It will be awesome. So, of course, they've got stuff in Australia. So there's three of them, luckily on the same side of the continent, because I think a lot of people get a little curious or aren't aware of the scale. When you're looking at this and going, oh, it's just over on the other side, and it's not over by Perth, wherever Perth is. And all you have to do is just go over to the other side of the continent and pick it up. That's like from us driving from here to Los Angeles.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't get there from here in a day.
Yeah.
Driving. So
I mean, New Zealand,
maybe it's still fairly good size.
It's a good size, but it's still kind of itty for a continent.
Okay. Well, it's an island, but yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So yeah, New Zealand is there, and all the people in
Geography
New Zealand
was not
geez,
my
Pete, these
strong
dumb
point.
Americans don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I don't. I really, truly don't.
So anyways, yeah, lots and lots of good stuff, and lots of things to go. And it's surprising. This is all in 2000. What is that? That's got to be Hawaii.
See, look at that. It's not that far. We can move there.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
Okay, here's
swim.
GC23, July 21st, 2000. That's got to be off of Hawaii there. So
that's where.
Yeah, literally off
that's where
the Big Isle.
One of the two Alexanders is from.
It's right out of Honolulu. Is one of the oldest ones. Oh, let's go do that one.
Yeah, on our way to New Zealand.
It's the other way, but that's all right. If you go to New Zealand via Hawaii, you have a long trip.
See, that's why other people do the routes and
right.
I do not. See, and I'm supposed to navigate. Really?
Yeah. So it's just a hop, skip, and a jump. You just kind of go over here to Hawaii and then go down, and you're in New Zealand. It's practically a bicycle ride.
Well, no, because you've got water.
Okay. It's
a boat ride.
Sea turtles.
So, we could ride Crush.
Yeah, there you go.
From Nemo.
All right, one last thing before we get way off the bend with this.
We're gonna meet the mafia wife in Hawaii.
Oh, here you go.
See?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Last thing is not necessarily geocaches that have been active, but this is a list off of PC Project or Project GC, either way you want to put it. And I'm going to let these nice people. Oh, it didn't. It's got to reauthorize, so let's authorize.
Whatever.
And we'll go.
Just authenticate.
Yeah.
Allow access. Good.
Yes,
yada yada yada.
Go for it. Come on.
Let's go.
This actually is going to take a minute, so let's
blah
bring this up.
blah blah.
What this is
irritating.
So let's go this way.
Your session expired.
All right, let's do this.
Well, yippee for us.
Either your session or your authorization credentials have failed. It's me. So let's do this.
Please try again if you believe this is an error.
Let's do it this way then. Let's go to project. This is what happens when you put in. All right. This is what's fun on a live show because you never really know. Okay, here's Project GC Tools. Let's see if they'll let me in.
Whatever.
Okay, there's that. Go to Tools. And then in here, under Tools, you get not
What's
found.
hot? What's not?
Listen to GeoGearheads tonight, and you'll find out what's hot and what's not. Okay, so anyways, this is going to blow your mind. This is just the United States. And what this does is this brings up.
Oh, there must be a lot. It's taking a while.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute for this to come up. What it does is it brings up all the geocaches that have not been found.
Yes, that's why it says not found caches.
And I'm like, well, how many can there be?
Oh, my Lord. For real, people?
This is all not found geocaches. I think geocaching needs to take on a new phase and find some caches here.
Holy cow.
Yes, look at this. I'm going to zoom in. Now, this is a live map, so you get to see Project GC, which is beautiful. If you're interested in statistics or anything to do with anything to do with geocaching, you got to get into Project GC and become a member because they have just tons. These are all geocaches that have not been found ever. And there are lists.
Oh my gosh.
All right, just North Carolina. I'm afraid we're going to have to go after some safari.
There's some near us.
Yes, that never was found.
We bring a monkey. All right. You want to come with me?
Yes. I'll be there. Okay, this was put out in April, just 2 years ago.
2 years it hasn't been found?
It's a difficulty 2, terrain 5. This is only accessible by boat. Surrounding land.
Oh, we can't go get that.
Surrounding land is private property. Please do not attempt to approach by land. This is a very nice side creek off of Cape Fear River. So we'll have to rent a kayak and go bring a monkey. So
well,
there
you said
go.
You were going to be there, so it's all right.
There you go. So again, hasn't been found in 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this is awesome. And we'll get
tell them how you found that list.
What, this one here?
Yes.
All you have to do is go to and this is for the people also listening to the podcast, go to project -GC or project-gc.com. In the tools selection, click on the not found.
Yeah.
Caches not found. And this will bring this list up. And I could not believe the amount. And this is free, by the way. You don't have to be a member to get access to this. Look at the number.
That is insane.
We need to get busy. I'm just saying,
caching.
Folks. Caching. Get busy caching.
Finish that sentence, boy.
I'm going to keep it family. All right. Just for you, Scott. All right. All right. So there you go. You could spend hours. Look at the mass in the West. Look at this.
Hey, you West people got to get busy caching out there.
I'm just kind of curious.
There's Wyoming. Where's?
It's like, okay, so this is in
Roosevelt. Where's that?
Red Canyon. We are in, where the heck are we?
There's a place called Strawberry.
Look at this.
There is.
There is just tons.
Where are we?
There's whole trails in here.
Marsh Peak. Where's Marsh Peak? Wherever that is.
Yeah.
Y'all got a power trail out that way.
Like 5 of them, 6 of them. Look at this. Maltese. None of these have been found.
Paradise Peak.
All right.
It's close to there.
Let's see, just out of curiosity, when it was put on. It's got to be new. It has got to be new. No, these have not been found.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. It's like,
where is this?
Look at this. Published. That's it. No log. Zippo. Does that not blow your mind or what?
That's
Holy
crazy.
cow, this is nuts. There's whole trails there.
Utah.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
And I don't know if they're all surrounded by rattlesnakes or what. There are whole trails out there that have been out there for years and nobody's found them. We got to do some expeditions here. This is just
all
nuts.
right. You Midwest people, y'all got to get out there and start caching, and we'll do that on the East Coast.
Yeah, because this
is crazy.
Look at this. None of these have been found.
I'm just shocked.
None of them. I expected to find a few.
Yeah, no kidding.
New ones.
That's amazing.
Wow. All right, time to move on.
Anyway, yeah.
So I thought you'd get a kick out of this. This is a lot of fun and gives you a chance to go through and just. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, we got to figure this out. And I'm sure a lot of them are probably in unusual areas. But, I mean, whole trails for years and nobody's found them? Wow. Just amazing. All right, let me get back to us here. And, yeah, there you go. Never know what's going to happen until you start looking around for stuff. And I saw that.
Hey, can I see your...
Yes, you may. But this is a family show. The tablet?
Yes.
Okay. Honey,
oh my gosh.
This is a Nexus 7 tablet.
Yes, I know I have one.
Okay, please don't mess up the stuff that I've already got set up. All right.
I know. I'm looking for an email.
Okay, good stuff. Now?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. All right. So we hope you enjoyed that, folks. Had a lot of fun checking this out. And, you know, come on. This has got to get your juices flowing to get out there and go out find some geocaches, either the oldest ones or ones that have never been found, and just start cranking them in because, man, it's not like you don't have a selection. All right. Let's move on.
Oh, I can't do it right now. Oh, there it is. Your support helps keep all of the GeoSnippits Reboot shows running along. Please consider making a PayPal donation through the link on our website to support our efforts and your ongoing entertainment. From all of us at GeoSnippits, we thank you.
We certainly do. And again, everybody has been so wonderfully generous when it comes to us getting a new computer. And hopefully, like I said, we just need a few $100s more to get us over the edge so that we can go out and do that. But that doesn't count for all the stuff when it comes to the show itself and actually what it takes to run a podcast and pay for all the stuff from hosting to websites to you name it. Not to even mention all the equipment that's in here as well. And we rely on you fine folks to generously give us some monies either through the Patreon. All you have to do is go to geosnippets.com or geosnippetsreboot.com, click on the Patreon graphic or on the PayPal graphic, and just send us a couple bucks each, either $1 a week, or if you got a couple of bucks a month, whatever way that you'd like to do. Send that to us. We'd greatly appreciate it. And it literally helps keep the lights on. And for all the people who are patrons, you get those extra rewards, especially when we do things like contests. You get extra chances. Some contests are for patrons only. All that fun stuff goes on. And it's to say thank you for all the things that you do each and every week. Help keeping us going and keeping the GeoSnippits Reboot podcast alive. So thank you, fine folks, for all that. Let's move on. All right. It is time for the GeoSnippits Geocaching Cache Stash. Let me get the bottom third up for here, so that helps out. And there it goes. Basically what happens is we have some of the best companies in the geocaching world, and quite frankly, they want to tell you fine folks about the products that they provide so that you want them to and go buy them. You know, it's how business works. So what they do is they send us these little wonderful goodie packages filled with geocaching swag and geocoins and stuff that we just kind of giggle like little girls, some more than others, when it comes. And we take those products and we turn them into prizes and we give them to you each and every week. And that is our GeoSnippits Geocaching Cache Stash. And last week, wife Amy, we had a very cool thing from coinsandpins.com. And why don't you tell them what the prize was?
The prize was WWFM Flash Mob 13 event GeoCoin.
Yes, and they just came in last week, just before the show. So we had to put one out. This is the only one we're giving away. This is the only one we've got to give away.
Mm-hmm.
It is awesome. The colors are popping. And man, when you hit this with a blue light, it lights up like a Jimi Hendrix poster. I'm telling you. It is awesome. And different parts glow in the dark.
Yeah,
very cool. We're very happy with Podcasher that originated this. And everything that Sunny, Sandy, and Sean do. And they are on number 13 now for these coins. This is the only one we're giving away. And this is tonight. Let's talk about what the question was.
And I really think we should read an email in addition to the answer, but that's okay.
All right.
What makes toys, patches, and other inanimate items glow in the dark?
Yes.
Glowing in the dark, also known as luminescence, simply requires chemicals that store energy when exposed to light. These special substances are called phosphors. This type of glowing is sometimes called phosphorescence.
Absolutely. Very, very cool. All right. So
we had a more in-depth answer.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Okay. That'll go to the Earth Cache one that we'll be talking about.
No, about this.
Oh, okay. Was it like banging rocks together or?
No,
it was actually
from someone who has a PhD.
Oh, well, we appreciate that kind of information. Unfortunately, I can only read words of 3 syllables or less. So it might be difficult for people to understand me trying. But thank you.
It was actually very good.
We have so many smart people there. We've got astronauts, for crying out loud.
You can read words like zinc.
That's 1 syllable.
Right.
Exactly. That falls under the 3 syllables or less.
She explained it very well.
Did she?
Yeah.
Awesome.
She really did.
I love it. We got so many brilliant people.
They want me to read it.
Where is it?
It's in the email.
Well, I'll tell you what.
In your hand.
I'll tell you what. After we get this part of the show, we will actually read that. I want to get through this so I don't lose my place.
All right.
And then we will go over the intricacies of phosphors and phosphorescence. There you go. All right. So let's let's show how this works. I'm
determined we're going to read this.
All right. We have a random number generator, and it has a number between 1 and the total number of correct answers that we get in for the show. Keep in mind, we are starting the new policy this week for winners. There is a winning policy now for the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. The way it works is very simple. If you win on any of the major contests, not including live, if you win a prize on the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, you cannot win another prize until after 30 days. So 4 shows. If you're doing the live prize, you cannot win it 2 months in a row because we do this once a month. You cannot win the live prize 2 months in a row. So it's either 30 days for all the regular contests, 2 months in a row you can't do in the live prize. And I think that's fair. It opens up the field for all the other contestants. And we've got some lucky winners. We've had some people win 3 weeks in a row. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, just to be fair, that's how it works. And I think everybody will understand it. All right. So wife Amy, the way this works is wife Amy's going to flip her coin, and she already has. And what will happen is if the number that I have on the random number generator is 4, it's not 4, she would count down 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top of the list if it was heads, and that would be our winner. If it's tails, we'd count from the bottom up 4, and that would be the winner. So wife Amy, are we doing heads down or tails up?
It was heads.
Okay, good. All right. So
don't forget to count that one because that's the email that I read.
Okay. Well, this is what we got for the thing.
Okay.
So I got to make sure that it doesn't show up with that. And let me double check to see if the answer is right, because this is what it is. And that actually is not the right one then. All right, hang on. Actually, the person, just to give you case in point, the person that came up in the random number was one that just won recently. So what I will do is go to the next one that goes here. And then that is the next one down. Nope, we're all set. Okay, this one is Dave Verdick, and he put phosphor. Excellent. So DSV Music. DSV Music. You are the winner for episode 153. And congratulations.
Ow.
And I'm going to mark that.
Okay.
All right. So that's how it is. And you're going to say, well, wait a minute. I want to win. How do I do this? Well, the simple thing is you can't win if you don't play. I'm going to let you find your email. It's right there, and we'll go into it in a minute. Okay. You're going to say, well, how do I win? It's very easy. To be eligible to win a prize from the Cache Stash, all correct answers must be in by 12 noon Eastern time for this episode 154, by April 20th. That's next Wednesday. Have your answers into the question we're going to give you by April 20th, 2016. Email goes to gsreboot@gmail.com. Subject Q1 episode 154. So email gsreboot, gsreboot@gmail.com. Subject Q1 episode 154. All correct answers will be put into a drawing. Some weeks for the people in the live chat room, we have a second prize that we give away live right then, right there. We do it at least once a month. Not tonight, but I think because the last one we waited till the end of the month, we might have something a little sooner than that. That little bird might tell you next week. You never know when that's going to happen. Well, we'll let a prize out live right for the people that are watching the show each and every week right along with us. All right, let's move on. We've got a question for this week's show, which is episode 154. And wife Amy, it's going to be very hard for you to write out what the prize is because I didn't have time to put it in to the show notes.
Okay.
This is awesome. It's from gxproxy.com. I should take it right out of the package because it's a lot easier for you guys to see this. These lights are so functional and so nicely used that we have one in our cars. They work absolutely fantastic. They're LED flashlights. They're GX Proxy's Ground Zero flashlight. And the way this works is you've got a set of LEDs that will light up a small room with this. It has LED in the front. And the cool thing is it's got a magnet that you can attach it to in the back. And if you need to hang it up for something, it's even got a hook that you can go to and hook it on that way. These are fantastic flashlights. And again, it's from gxproxy.com with the Ground Zero flashlight. Wife Amy, what is the question that we have for episode 154?
All right. The oldest active geocache as of this date has what GC code?
Ooh.
The
Were you paying
oldest
attention?
The oldest active geocache as of this date has what GC code?
All right. Get your answers in to get yourself into the drawing. And we will say next week, and we'll see who wins this really cool flashlight from gxproxy.com.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's move on. Once I hit the right button. Well, we hope you enjoyed the show. We had a great time going over it. And again, hopefully this gets those creative juices for geocachers to, one, not only go find the nearest, oldest geocache out there, just to add it to your collection. As it was brought up earlier in the chat room, there are challenges out there for people to get 10, 12, or whatever type of old geocaches to qualify for that challenge. And also find out some geocaches that have never been found before. For all the people that are DNF or for First to Find hounds, come on, guys. I had no idea that there were that many people out there to do that. So do you have, wife Amy, the email so we can give for these fine folks the correct response for what is glowing in the dark?
It's an essay question. It's an essay question answer, but I'll read it quick. What happens at the atomic level? Yes. Light is absorbed by the atoms of the material, causing the electrons to enter a slightly larger orbit than they normally would reside in. This orbit is sometimes called the excited state. Electrons cannot exist in the state indefinitely and will cascade back down to the lower energy level.
I'm showing the excited state.
Thank you. Releasing light when they do. Usually, this process takes only a millionth of a second, but in the case of the phosphorescent material, you can type much longer because the electrons enter what's called the metastable state. You don't even know what that is. To make a glow-in-the-dark patch, what you want is a phosphor that is energized by normal light and that has a very long persistence. Two phosphors that have these properties are zinc sulfide and strontium aluminate. Strontium aluminate is newer. It's what you see in the super glow-in-the-dark toys. It has a much longer persistence than zinc sulfide does. The phosphor is mixed into a plastic and molded to make most glow-in-the-dark stuff.
Well, there you go. For those who wanted, you get it.
That is the educated explanation.
You shine a light on it and it glows.
And
Just
that
saying.
is his answer.
All right. So let us know what you think about tonight's episode. Please consider becoming a patron and tell other geocachers about the wonderful craziness that we have, which is the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. We greatly appreciate it. All right, wife Amy, I'll let you close that part of the show.
All right. We want to thank our sponsors, our new one, gxproxy.com and coinsandpins.com, plus our amazing patrons. Thanks to Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and thanks to everyone watching in the chat room. Please keep those comments coming in, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yep, we want to say a special thanks to wife Amy because she can read the high technical words and I cannot. We love you, darling, and we love having you on the show each and every week, and you know it. All right, folks, good stuff. Like we love saying to all the people that are a part of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast universe, we'll see you next week on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another spine-tingling, intellectual, smart kind of stuff GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast episode. And we'll also like saying, see you out on the trails, folks. Bye-bye. Please be sure to join us each and every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast right here on the GeoSnippits website at www.geosnippets.com. The video version of our show is available on YouTube, and the audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, the Tech Podcast Network, and many of your favorite podcatchers. We love hearing from our viewers and listeners, so please leave your feedback by emailing us at gsreboot@gmail.com, visit us through our social media sites, or contact us via our voicemail line at 919-341-9519, or use our website Send Voicemail tab. GeoSnippits Reboot is a HeadHardHat production and is produced by Amy and Andy Smith. This show is copyright by 2016 by Andy T. Smith. All rights reserved. And clear. All right, good episode. Good stuff. And thank you so much for all the fun things that we get from our wonderful universe people out there for GeoSnippits Reboot. You guys are the best. And I know I'm making fun of stuff like this. And please don't take it to heart the other way. We love all the information you guys give to us because, one, it makes us look smarter.
No, it doesn't.
And two,
it makes us look like we have smart listeners.
Yes, we do. Yes, and I don't want to copy somebody else's version of smart, good looking, and all the others, but we do.
Somebody said, like his chemistry teacher said, excited electrons. Whee!
Yes, exactly. And that's how we understand them.
Yep.
Little words, pictures. Yeah. That's all it works. So thank you so much for stopping on by. We love having you here, and we will see you next Thursday on GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.